episode
Sweet.
63. That's right, episode 63 of Tough Talks with Tilly and the Block. Actually,
I just got the notification for the episode.
yeah, I actually changed the title this time.
Yeah. We don't got
Yeah. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about this week. It's been quite a week for setting up and the pay-per-view structure and everything like that. Turns out that a couple of the I think it was last week we interviewed an artist who, I'm telling you, that we were talking about the music for a minute. We were talking about the music, and then I just had to ask him because I heard that he was into wrestling. So I asked him how he felt about the whole wrestling thing, and bro, we had like a 10-minute sidebar, just
Nice.
just talking about WWE and what was going on with Drew McIntyre, and Roman Reigns and like his heel turn and everything like that. So I think it was Tommy Gibbons from Farewell to Fear. So I got to shout him out. He's doing some serious things.
Big shout out.
Yeah, man. So we got a little something here. I got to get some of your captions up here, but before we get into it, I got to let everybody know you can check out what's going on with Expose the North and Culture Shock at the Expose the North website. Just sharetheshock.ca. Yeah, we want y'all to embrace what's going on.
Look at that. Got lower thirds.
Yeah. Eventually, I'll get Teely in there, but you can check out the Culture Shock magazine at sharetheshock.ca /issue 5, issue-5. That features. That currently features your boy Jor-El on there, boom, who just dropped the Just After Dusk.
Ready.
Yeah.
Oui.
So you know what I mean? There's that popping off. We recently had FX May Vary on Candid Conversations. You know what I mean? Check them out, facebook.com /FX May Vary. And then we got Dispel Music. We had them on yesterday on the Savage Circle Away from the Table. Talk about that later. But yeah. So, we just had a couple things going on this week, but let's get into it. Man. So we got some big implications happening this past Sunday at the Vengeance Day pay-per-view. You know what I mean? It was definitely an interesting pay-per-view.
Scorched earth.
It just left. It was a barn burner.
Scorched earth.
Barn burning. Oh man. So well, I don't even. It started like this. It started off with Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez defeating Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart to win the Women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic for a chance at the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. That's a lot.
Yeah, first, it was awesome. I mean, the Dusty Cup is great. NXT seems to be the place for women's team, as the main roster clearly is not.
Yeah.
So doesn't give a fuck about those titles. Does not give a. It's unfortunate, sad but true. It's just it's there. They don't. The titles get treated as like kind of they get, put into singles matches without there. It never really sticks on anybody for very long. And yeah, I mean the best title run we've had, the Iconics. They took them off them just to break them up to do nothing. I mean, yeah, the main roster doesn't give a shit about women's tag teams. Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez, they've been killing it as a team for a while. Dakota Kai first went heel at 2 years ago.
She's genuinely unlikable.
Here's the other thing. We'll talk about it when we get to this week. It's like they're kind of face turning them. They've kind of turned it mostly because Shayna and Nia are capable. So you pick between all and completely unlikable. One of them's got to be the face with the cute Australian. They went up against Ember Moon and Shotzi. I thought that just because I fucking love Shotzi Blackheart, a weirdo. The coming down to the ring in the tank, the person in the ring, amazing. Ember Moon, one of me right now across men and women with the lips. And yeah, I mean, want is for Dakota Kai to win, or Dakota Kai and Raquel to win, and then start a like 6-month feud with Blackheart. Just get them going back and forth, because definitely raise. I think that would raise the women's tag team in the same way that Asha, for that like 6-month period where they just kept brought up that title. I think the same thing would happen with the in-ring people actually and caring about those belts.
No, I hear that. With that match, there was some definite high impact moves. I mean, I thought there was so many false finishes. I just, you know what I mean? I was taken aback because, like, you think at this point in time, like I said, NXT just sells it so much better right now. I don't know if it's the same thing, like, you know, how they play hard to get into the league, and then they get to the league and they, you know what I mean, they relax kind of thing. But NXT, they're just going in, they're going ham, and it's just like
yeah, I think you're right. I think it shows in the fact that some of the people who did that so hard in the main roster went back to NXT right? Because they see the hunger when they're there with everybody else, so you get better matches, you get better everything at that point, right?
Yeah, for sure. So, speaking of the way to make things better, Johnny Gargano defeated Kushida in a singles match for the NXT North American Championship. Wait, can we talk about this title itself for a second? Let's put the match on the back burner.
Gorgeous.
Didn't we talk about there being a North American title before there was a North American title?
Possible.
I don't remember what episode, but I remember us talking about like there being so many titles and why there wasn't a North American title. And the only person I could think of
when did.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because the belt showed up March 7th, 2000.
March 7th, 2018. We were doing Tough Talks from 2017, really. I think so, bro.
But we've called a lot of stuff that ends up getting.
Yeah, like I mean, I still give you credit for that. Martinez and Martinez working with Robert Stone. That was you.
Yeah, and they took it and gave it to Martinez instead of
fucking Ripley.
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
She's got a nice little switch up again too. She switched up her whole style again.
Yeah. She is. I mean, like, I did not realize she was such a. and she's not like overweight by any means, but she's a big girl.
Oh, she's huge. She's
Yeah.
like super fit. Like she's super athletic build. She's tall. Yeah, she is a brick house.
For real though. For real, I gotta you gotta get down with that for a second. So this was a new one. We had how's it going? We have MSK, who is comprised of Nash Carter and Wes Lee, defeating the grizzled young veterans James Drake and Zach Gibson.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, they've been a really, really good they originally were called the Rascals. Impact, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, and stuff. And they were absolute killers then. High flying. They work very well together. Like moves so incredibly well.
I don't get how that finisher adds more impact, but it just looks like it does.
It looks great.
It looks fucking phenomenal, bro. Like, what do you mean you just gonna do a standard move? Like, look up the MSK finisher. We can't even. I don't even want to describe it for y'all. You know,
No,
like, nah, man.
It won't do.
Nah. Because even if I say, yeah, the man does a backflip and gets pushed, like, it's still like, there's still more to it than that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
For
Big
me,
time.
jumping is a hard thing. Like, just jump.
Yeah, full rotation to that jump.
You know what I mean? That in itself, man. So,
yeah, no, they're great. I'm glad they gave him it too, because that's a hell of a way to make your NXT start, and then winning it. Very, very, very good shit. Yeah, that whole tournament was great this year. The Dusty Classic was.
And it wasn't like you could pick who was gonna, like, I thought for sure when I saw MSK, oh yeah, they're gonna get to the finals and then they're gonna get beaten or something like that. And then I thought Undisputed Era was gonna go further than they did. You know
I did not see them getting eliminated by Thatcher and
Ciampa. Yeah.
I love Thatcher and Ciampa, but I didn't see them Undisputed Era because I didn't see them continuing as a team after.
Yeah. So it's definitely something there. Speaking of Mercedes Martinez, Io Shirai defeated Mercedes Martinez and Toni Storm. And you know what? My wife calls me on this every single time. There hasn't been one time that Toni Storm has come on the TV and I haven't mentioned either her or her thickness. And it's not thickness, it's a thickness.
Oh, she's you the letter, if not another syllable for that girl is impressively built. Io Shirai is continuously I don't ever want her to lose the NXT Women's Championship. I think she should just forever and ever.
She needs to get an Oscar-like run with that.
Fucking amazing. Yeah. Just hold it forever. She's amazing. I like Io even more.
You know what I want to see? Fuck that shit. I want to see the first 3 title holder being Io Shirai.
Yeah, she gets the NXT, Raw, and SmackDown.
Yeah,
I'd fuck with
I don't know
that.
how you're gonna do it. Make it happen, WWE.
I don't. Just have her show up one day as the champion of all 3 brands. In my heart, she is.
Yeah, definitely. But she'd have to. But the question is, who would she fight to take the titles from?
don't have her fight anyone. Like I said, just write it so that she shows up on screen champion and everyone just accept it because she is.
No backstory, no nothing
No
like that.
backstory, no explanation. They never met. Here it is.
Yeah, there you go.
You're.
What'd she jump off of this time? I know she jumped off of something.
She climbed a thing at the side of the ring where where the fans would be, sort of thing. She climbed up on that and big old dive, hit Toni Storm right in the face. It was fantastic.
Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. Like I said it for Roman Reigns. I called it for a couple other people. When I first saw Roman Reigns, I was like, that guy is gonna be a killer on the main roster. They fucked him up for a little bit. They messed him up for a little bit, but
he's killing it now, though. He's the man.
They finally got it
right. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Big dog.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that was a triple threat match we just talked about between Io Shirai, Mercedes Martinez, and Toni Storm. I mean, like, the two cards...
All three of them are killers.
Like, the two women's cards on here took up about 30 minutes of time. You know what I mean? That's a good amount. For a 2.5-hour card, 30 minutes, that's a good amount. You know what I mean? So, shout out to...
Gargano and Kushida minutes, but I mean that was a technical masterpiece. Finn and Pete Dunne got 25, but other than that, I mean they were both killers. I can't believe that whole trip in 13 seconds. Like that felt longer, and not in a bad way. It felt like it had to have been longer than 12 minutes.
Yeah, like when I look back at it, it's just like that's it. Because the MSK match looked like it was quicker.
Yeah, that was almost 20.
Oh, well, Balor and Dunn for the singles. Let's talk about this now. Balor and Dunn for the NXT Championship. That turned so many heads, literally. The ending of that match turned heads.
That itself was incredible. The match itself was unreal. Flair, obviously, goddamn wizard with the Dunn. Again, goddamn wizard with the in-ring ability thing. Lots of small joint manipulation. Lots of fingers and the hands and shit, and the feet. It looks disgusting every time he does it. Every time he does it, I'm like, oh, that's waiting for him to fuck up and legit break someone's, like all of someone. Like it's just, but got the win over Pete. His boys. From the what's his name?
Oni?
No, not
Danny?
Yeah, Oni Birch, but I was thinking of the leader of their group together, the ex-football player. Puncher.
Fuck, I know who you're talking about.
Fuck, why can't I remember his name? Anyways, yeah, Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
McAfee boys came down, attacked Finn. Undisputed Era comes down. Roddy, Adam Cole, Bebe, all came down, saved Pete and Oni and Danny, and they're doing the UE salute. Is standing up and about to pull up the guns, the Bullet Club. While he's doing that, he gets super kicked in the face.
Blasted.
Who then Kyle O'Reilly right in the face.
Like I said, man, turn heads, literal.
The end. I mean, yeah, that was earth shattering. I couldn't begin to describe it. I didn't ever the beginning of the end for the Undisputed Era, but god damn it, here we are. Like, excellent writing. The way it was set, execution of the swerve itself, perfect. God damn, man. God damn, what a fucking. I sent Block a video immediately of me going.
Yeah, I got, bro. Like I was. Oh, someone wants to know who do we want to win tonight.
You what?
He wants to know who do I want to win tonight.
Who does?
Who we want to. Okay, hold on. I don't know why I didn't just do this. Bam.
Here we go. Okay, from there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess is how that's pronounced. I mean, in what match? In everything, we're gonna get to the. But it's hard to say without giving those away or knowing which match.
Yeah, I just put Edge for that one because I don't know, that was a knee-jerk reaction.
You put Edge?
Yeah.
Isn't even in a match tonight.
I know.
I want Christian to win.
Oh, man.
Stone Cold Steve Austin to win the Elimination Chamber match tonight.
It was a knee-jerk reaction. I was just like, wait, he's not dead.
Yeah, I think to win the Universal title.
Oh, man. All right, so I'm thinking, like, who would it be for? I don't know. I know I have a couple ideas on what should and shouldn't happen, but we will see because right now I'm trying to reclaim this title here. But we gotta run through these.
We'll get to the Elimination Chamber stuff when we're talking about like 4 shows to get through before that.
Yeah. So we're gonna do Raw first, or you want to follow up NXT?
Well, yeah, NXT here. Just the Kyle O'Reilly showed up at the intro music was still playing. Kind of trying to basically why Adam did what he did, and set up that we're gonna get a 6-man tag between Finn, Kylo versus Pete, Oni, and Danny. And wouldn't you know it, that happened later in the night and ruined everything again.
Okay. All right. Well, you covered it really. But are we gonna go into the breakdown, or are we just gonna do a run through?
Yeah, that's what I was saying before. We just cover because we got a lot to go through. We talk about that most all out. Because again, Adam showed up and Kyle O'Reilly in the face, and then suplexed him onto the. I mean, what do you think's going to happen with this? Do you think break of the Undisputed Era, or do you think that Kylo's, or do you think everyone joins up on Finn and Adam?
I see, like, from what I see, like, Kyle, they've been pushing Kyle as an independent one. I think what's going to happen is they're going to use this to figure out, I think they're going to incorporate Bobby Fish down the road, try to see what side he wants to go with, if he wants to stick with Cole and Roddy, or if he wants to go with, if he wants to go with O'Reilly. If he goes with O'Reilly, it's going to be like a faction war, kind of like NWO.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wolfpack versus Hollywood.
Yeah, yeah. And then, but I don't know. I see somebody coming up in this whole thing. I see somebody coming up because I think that's why they're breaking everybody up so that they can send them up. But I don't know, or send them across rather, because they say it's a lateral grid, right? So
it's now they're to the point that they're even starting a new developmental. NXT is now officially the third one because there is for it.
Oh man, that's great.
Crazy. It's crazy.
Yep. I mean, like, I was glad to see that Shotzi Blackheart and Amber Moon got a Vic.
Dude, that was awesome, especially against Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell, who I could watch. Also great on there, Leon Ruff versus Swerve. Awesome.
If that isn't the absolute dynamic, if not the absolute dynamic, but if that isn't one of the most dynamic aspects of the culture, really, I'm gonna say of my culture, really, because like at the rest of the culture, you're showing the skinny, nerdy, like, you know what I mean, frail looking dude overcoming that saucy, swaggy kind of, you know what I mean, you're giving the nerd the victory kind of thing. So
mumble rapper.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's interesting.
It's a comic booker.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how they flip those dynamics sometimes, but
Stuff is no joke, man. That kid's got hops, crazy high flying shit. I loved when he got he got Irish whipped towards the corner. When he hit the corner on the top, landed his feet on the top rope and used them to bounce up another strike from Swerve. Then he landed on the and dodged another swipe from Swerve. And then he landed on the bottom, landed underneath and slid under Swerve's legs. Like, whoa! Like, how did you do that shit? It was the precision.
Give him 5 years and 20 pounds, bro.
He's gonna be insane. That kid is going to be in.
Remember, I said it. Give him 5 years and 20 pounds, and that man is going to be bonkers. Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah, for real. So we got Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter defeating Aaliyah and Jessie Kamea with Robert Stone. Again, excellent use of the women in this on this card.
Yeah. Casey Canton, I think, might be one of my favorites. Like, they're both so good. Their finisher is where I was like, oh shit! Like, I did not see that come. The way that Casey goes while Caden is doing. It was like a reverse D, but they landed so perfectly that the girl's falling down and it looks great. I also like them versus Zia Lee. I'm a sucker for these Asian actually, I don't think she's Japanese. I think she might be Chinese. Asian women's wrestlers in NXT right now are destroying.
her Io Shirai. Asuka's doing major things.
When she was there, a girl, fucking pirate, Kai. No.
I know who you're talking about.
Shit.
Oh man.
Why is my brain had a K in it?
Pirate
Princess, yeah. Kairi Sane, that's what it is. Yeah, Kairi Sane, incredible too. Insane Asian women's wrestlers that are just killing it. So yeah, I mean I think Zia Lee is another one whose title picture is gonna be. It's gonna be a problem trying to book that title back off of her after he put it.
Have you seen their training videos, bro?
She's scary as hell. Also, a great follow on Instagram.
Yeah. She is she does some dope stuff on Twitter too, man. Like, and the thing is, like, her Twitter pictures, bro. Like if you were to see her on the beach in those pictures, you wouldn't think she was a wrestler, and you'd probably get fucked up for talking to her the wrong way.
That's what the great one, because like it would be like just like gorgeous pictures of a sudden it's her like beating the fuck out of kettlebells in back 5 minutes straight and just like looking like a murderer. And to the fact that she came out when Casey be like, we're trying to help you, we're worried about you, blah 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 blah. She puts her hand out. Zia just grabs her hand and put it and leaves these two black, like it looks like Ash Wednesday style marks on her hand, like marked her for death. And I was like, this is some fucking Mortal Kombat level shit right here. Go.
Oh shit! Yeah. That's the thing.
This is murder.
Depth to the NXT stuff, man. All right. So we got the women's champions Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler confronting their opponents for at an unannounced time, Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai.
Yeah. So this we didn't really get to talk about it because we didn't. Last week, Nia Jax hit Lana with the side of the ring ape, which, as JBL would have told us had he been there, and she missed, landed on her ass, but went viral because she screamed at the top of her lungs, "Ah! Ow! My hole!" Strange thing to yell. I thought she had pulled an X-Pac for a second. Then she got up and got pushed through a table, and on the replay, there's a big beep over where she says, "my hole." So clearly somebody in the back was not too happy about that. But then when they showed up on NXT, they're walking away, referring to the platinum on the Dusty Rhodes Classic Championship. Raquel said, "I'm those boots and shove it so far up your hole, get it out." I don't know what, as she said it, I was like, I don't know if this is amazing or stupid, but Nia Jax is brought up more times than I was ready for on television in the last 2.
Oh man, yeah, she's been getting it. I don't know if she's doing it on purpose to try to swing some of the heat that she's been getting, because like she's been getting. She
has to be doing this on purpose.
Like, because she's been getting some heat lately. Like, she's injured a few superstars. I don't know if it was on purpose so she could step up, or like, you know what I mean, or.
For years is that she's been injuring people on purpose, and I've always said, I would hope not, because if so, she needs to be fired.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So there's another. Okay, we got to talk about this first, but yeah. So I'm not sure about that. I don't know how to feel about that, because I've seen and you like in the rap industry, even what we're doing, you see how it is where there's as much as there's a groups of people who are doing good for other groups of people, you have like some shady people that are trying to do some underhanded shit to stop other people. So like, is it the dog eat dog world? Like,
See, but no, because like here's the thing. In hip hop and stuff, right? Groups and shit like that, and you're working to try to get your name out there, and kind of thing where you're trying to, you know, do each other with bars. That can happen, and you're not a team, right? Because you can, you know, like or dislike who's not in your crew and shit like that. Whereas wrestling, right, in WWE, despite the fact that you're eating to try to look the best and do all this stuff, in wrestling does makes you look worse. Like way if someone's like, oh, you know, this person in a storyline that looks good because you're like, oh, that they're showing how strong, blah 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 blah. If you're actually injuring people during, it makes you look bad to the company because that's costing the company money. Like the company has to pay for the rehab injuries. You're costing the company money if you're injuring their biggest star. You have to think of the fact that those big stars that are getting injured sell tickets, costing the company money because people who would have came out just to see that come out. And you're now making it so that vision or doing guest appearances on things, which is again now promotion. So you look bad to the company. When Sexy Star from AAA was in a tag match with two girls stage a little bit, like they just weren't friends and they'd been kind of shit talking. He went after the one girl's arm in the match and like legitimate armbar, and the immediate response from, all right, fuck this bitch. And B, Twitter, Road Dogg, who was at the relations in WWE, like on the WWE side, he put on, this woman will never be on any roster that I am. And at the time, before she did that, permanent theory was she was about to get the call to WWE, and she ruined it for herself by intentionally. WWE, despite the fact that everything in like a combat storyline, it's like you're an action star and you keep injuring during fight sequences and stuff. Sure, it might look real on the screen, company thousands and thousands of dollars can't work. So yeah, it's not a good look.
I get where you're coming from, but I'm just saying, like, the occurrence of it is just too frequent when you look at the amount of other like look at like a Charlotte Flair and her injury record, or like an Asuka.
Oh yeah,
or a Shayna Baszler even.
Yeah, it would might not be the greatest wrestler in not saying she's not very, the numbers would imply that she might not be at her job.
I'm just saying there's something in it. There's something there. There's something more there to the story. I definitely feel that.
I think she's an unsafe worker who's not particularly careful.
Or a ruthless renegade. Not playing. Okay,
which would also still be an unsafe worker who's not very careful.
Yeah,
be
yeah.
the same. Also,
Same.
sorry, I just went on from that I want to bring up. When Raquel Gonzalez put the boot so far up Nia Jax's hole that it would never be able to be taken out, my boy from MSK really eating popcorn with Beth Phoenix. They were all eating popcorn at a big, and when she said the whole line, Homeboy just dropped backward, pretending he was having a seizure. He was in shock that she had said
Oh
it.
my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's
They remind me of Street Profits with like kind of shenanigan approach to the outing work. They're very jokey and
That's dope. That's dope. All right. Kushida defeated Tyler Rust via Malcolm Bivens forfeit. How are you going to be so trash that someone has to forfeit for you, though? You can't go into the fight like.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Tyler Rust. I don't like Tyler Rust at all. I don't like his name, like his in-ring ability. Yeah. Everything about him rubs me the wrong. Bivens. I think Malcolm Bivens is an amazing mouthpiece, and he's a funny. His whole swag is very. Like, God damn it! Is he being wasted?
He's like a refined Slick.
Yeah. God damn it! I love Slick. I miss
Slick
him.
is the man, bro. I'm not gonna tell you. I remember him best when he was a big boss man.
God damn it, that was great. My thing, what I hope happens, is I hope Malcolm Bivens drops Tyler Roth's piece.
Okay.
Like, because Kushida barely talks. Have Malcolm talk for him. Like,
I don't know. I think Kushida, like, there'd have to be a dynamic. There'd have to be a definite dynamic.
Oh yeah. I think things would have to change a bit. Yeah, I'm with you 100% on that.
Okay, so speaking of women's wrestling, we got Zoe Stark defeating Valentina Feroz. Now,
woo! Zoe Stark, a young Trish Stratus with more in
what?
Ability. Like she's better with the jump than Trish was, because Trish started off not being gorgeous, but is gorgeous and has a Trish, except just is like she's killing it. Not supposed. She's clearly kind of a jobber status right now, and she really up in her debut with that performance.
Yeah, okay. All right. Then we have the 6-man tag match between Pete Dunne, Oney Lorcan, and Danny Burch defeating Finn Balor, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong in a 6-man tag match, which I just said.
Yeah, I mean, this was a great match. This was all set up because I think we're going to get another Pete versus Finn Balor title match. It'd be interesting if it became a triple threat, Finn, Pete versus Adam. But I feel like a singles match again between Pete and Finn, and then you bring a winner of that after he, finishes Riley and potentially Roddy.
So what about
this is where he came back.
I was gonna say, so what about O'Reilly winning the title? There being a feud between him and Cole.
Yeah, I mean that'd be cool going back to Kyle O'Reilly versus Finn yet.
I was just thinking like could the heel turn, the literal heel turn, because he's sweet shit, he super kicked the fuck out of his face. Could that heel turn result like be a farce to lull Balor in, so that something could happen between him and O'Reilly? I don't know.
It could be. I don't see it go. It doesn't for me. It does go with the character for even for his friends to push them into he so deadly wants back. I mean, kind of always had this singular vision of like wanting to be right, like that's my belt, that's my belt. Trying to go for the belt, there was never any talk of the others or like of them going to try to get the belt from something like that. It could, but it could. That'd be it definitely go. It be for sure. But yeah, I'm not sure. Ego will allow him to try to put friends into the title.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna jump back to Raw because we gotta give y'all the Raw and SmackDown results before we jump into the Elimination Chamber predictions. So
doing WWE.
What up? The
WWE our work where we show how we get to our predictions.
Yeah, just breaking down the variables in the WWE math.
Yeah.
So Riddle and the Lucha House Party defeated the Hurt Business.
Yeah, and just perfect. Two Latin Montavious through I'm gonna blow that picture up and I'm gonna put it on that wall right there. When my title, it's just gonna be the picture of my two midgets.
Oh man, that's great. That is great.
I don't understand what's going on. I with Riddle, they're doing like a CTE storyline. He's kind of fucked in the head and keeps getting his head bashed in every time because like he's always a little oblivious because his whole character is stoner. But like his interactions with people have been strange lately, and he's like demented at some points.
Yeah, it's kind of different for sure. But it's
funny. It is ride than he's had.
Oh man, I know. Like I'm still back on that last interaction with Keith Lee. That was jokes. It
was amazing. It was so fun.
It was so spaced though.
Oh yeah, and that's where I first started thinking that was like he seemed like he cushion. Like I was like, what is going on with this boy? Bobby Lashley kind of mentions at the end of this thing here. Bobby Lashley versus Keith Lee is going to be.
Yeah. Well, speaking of title changes, because I'm calling that one. Bad Bunny won the 24/7 title.
Because you know why I'm okay with it? Because he didn't pin R-Truth to do it. He took advantage a very unconscious Tozawa who got smashed loading boxes, loading crates, and went on to perform on Saturday Night Live with the 24/7 championship.
Did it change hands?
Yeah, he sang to the 24/7 championship on Saturday. That's awesome.
No.
That's so good. The fact that happened is amazing.
Like, that 24/7 title is transcending the entertainment world.
But who would have thought that was going to be such a goddamn, when it came out looking like a goddamn Toys R Us.
Yeah. Like, yeah, no, sorry. I'm just coordinating with a couple people right now. So yeah, no, when they started it, I'm like, oh, it's just like the hardcore title, but it's nothing like the hardcore title. Like,
no, the only thing it has in common is 7 defense clause.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Heyman might have had something to do with that coming back.
Potentially, that's very possible. From what I heard, I think the original idea of having was brought up to Vince by a network.
Okay.
From what I heard, anyways.
All right. Well, that's, like I said, interesting concept. It gives me hope that I might one day, bro. I have not given up hope, because you see what I got behind me, right? I'll take the 24/7 title first. Come on, y'all got to do is come to Toronto, come to Niagara, you know what I mean? Like, go check out the falls. It is what it is. Just let me know you in town, and then I just pull up by the falls, hit them with the 1, 2, 3, you know what I mean? And then, champ, give me that championship title. I'll do a little bit of a run. I'll do an announcement. Give me a week or two. Let me defend it against some of the personalities out here. We're laughing. Let's go. I will have my WrestleMania moment, damn it. Or my WWE moment. My WWE moment. I will have it. I haven't given up hope.
Yeah, I'll for just a WWE moment. It doesn't even have to be a WrestleMania moment. I'm giving you guys a...
Nah, man, straight up. Like, technically, I did get it when I was holding up someone else's Universal title at the SummerSlam after SmackDown in Toronto, where everybody was just looking at me like I actually was a legit champ, just talking to a family in there. But, I haven't. I want that on broadcast, on air, and could clearly identify that it is me, DABLOCK. And side note, there's a couple of, I got to talk to you about something after the show. Because I might need a manager.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say for now. But just remind me after the show. All right, cool. So speaking of managers, even though she had Ric Flair there, Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce lost to Charlotte Flair and Asuka by disqualification.
Yeah. So what was it? I'm trying to remember. See, this is weird. This is a case of the writers on WWEnetwork.com. The fucking broadcast. The match ended not really by disqualification. It ended by
surprise announcement.
Either count out or pregnancy.
Yeah.
Like method of winning.
Was it?
I think it's a loss.
Peyton was illegal.
Just general.
Dating was legal.
No, Lacey.
No, you're right. She did.
Lacey on the ropes, and then she just ran over and hit Lacey's hand and rolled out before Charlotte could get to her. Goes, wait, you will not touch me. I'm pregnant. And fucked off. And Rick went, woo! Call me daddy. Woo! God damn it, I love Rick. As much as I don't want him being around everybody right now, God damn it, it's always nice.
Oh man, jokes. Still making himself relevant. Yeah. All right.
So he'll forever.
Yeah. Like, man's had so many near misses.
Mm-hmm.
Living like a rock star. Living like a rock star.
Live the gimmick.
That way it becomes more than reality. So we got Kofi Kingston and The Miz fighting for, well, they fought and Kofi won and he got a spot in Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, if Miz's place in the Elimination Chamber, Morrison, and if Kofi won, then Kofi in the match. And we're part 2 going here. So Kofi with a goddamn beautiful Trouble in Paradise. Miz with a often forgotten move of his, thinks should be a pinfall every time. I think the SOS looks so good that often than it is.
Like, yeah, the Trouble in Paradise is just too smooth, though. It's like,
it's great. Kofi to me is like AJ Styles in the sense that could be considered a signature or a finisher. Should be like, if he hits you with the phenomenal forearm, you should be down for the count. If you get hit with Styles Clash, you should be down for the count. Calf Crusher, you should be tapping out. In general, just because those are such fantastic moves. And the one Paradise, the big ending with Big E, all of those.
Yeah. It's definitely, like, some of these moves, and then there's moves that used to be finishers that just aren't anymore.
I mean, the DDT was Jake the Snake's Roberts finisher.
Yeah, and
just
now it's just
straight up DDT.
Yeah. Yep. It was. Now it's just like a setup move, even. No, Gargano. Gargano.
Same with the super kick. Yeah, but I mean like a straight up DDT, like without any of the flourishes. Does the draping DDT, right? Like,
the draping
and that
DDT
counts
should
as
definitely be a finisher.
Oh yeah, 100%. I just more meant like it's all for finishers that are now just a regular move and never used as a finisher. The standard DD. I mean, shit. Cowboy Bob Orton's finisher, and even a superplex doesn't get a 3 count anymore.
Yeah. You're right. That's, you know what I mean. And like, you think the tree of, not the tree of woe. That's when you're hanging upside down. The avalanche, the avalanche superplex, where you have the power bomb.
Oh, like from, oh, yes, the 3-man one, right? Where like one person's going, and then the other person comes underneath and power bombs both of them over. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, even that's not a finisher.
Nope. Yep. It's crazy. But is that to show that, like, we've gotten stronger, or that like superstars have gotten stronger over the time?
I think you could like kind of retroactively phrase it or frame it that way. Obviously, it's just because people get bored with there's moves that look so spectacular, Aditi isn't impactful anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When flying off the top of a ladder and drop kicking somebody in the face, kick from a standing position in the corner doesn't look as intense anymore, right? There's so many more like high impact and flash don't have the same appeal that was convincing. Pile driver, good call. Yeah, pile driver is you don't really see them anymore.
Yeah, no.
Nice.
Yeah, man. That's cool.
I mean, it's the pile driver we barely see anymore. Legitimately so damaging. Not even that it's looking damaging anymore. That one is just too many motherfuckers broke their moves that nobody was getting pinned by. I mean, significantly shortened Stone Cold's career when Owen, the sit down pile driver on him. Was it a Survivor Series 5? I can't remember. It was around there, and Austin was out for a long time. His neck that. We've had people have died, man. Somebody died because of a botched 619.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Draws permanently paralyzed. Because of that type of shit. But yeah, I mean, like, that dude, I can't, unfortunately, I don't remember his name. A botched 619, and he, it's just some moves we don't see anymore because they're too real, and other ones we just, do enough. The Styles Clash has been, people have tried to ban because they call it an unnatural bump instead of tucking your chin. Yeah, because with most bumps you tuck your to the ground, but if you tuck your chin, getting a Styles Clash, you're
okay. All right.
Unless AJ saves you, that James Ellsworth fucker.
Oh man!
Remember, he saved him when he jumped off of the steps, and because idiot tucked his chin.
Yeah. Could have fucking paralyzed himself.
Oh, he would have been done. He would have been done.
Wait a minute. What chin?
He didn't tuck the lower part of his, or he tried to tuck.
Oh man, Ellsworth.
Yeah, the lowest point on Ellsworth's face, not the chin, because that is not. James Ellsworth is to chins what X.
Oh man, that's very fitting.
Unrelated.
That's fitting. Oh man, moving on. Shayna Baszler defeated Lana with like this knee to her neck position. Oh my gosh, Lana must be flexible.
Yeah, that's.
Congratulations,
dude. Congrats.
Miro, you lucky dog.
All I'm gonna say, Miro, you. Whew.
You lucky dog.
This is a good little match. It is what it match. It's either going to be very average, incredibly strange, real in between for Lana, because she's a great character. Her in-ring work is not necessarily to that a lot of other people's is. But I am loving it. They're great.
It's a believable rivalry. Like you could think that
Yeah.
Shayna Like, rough and tough Shayna would have a problem with the pretty girl Lana, you know what I mean? Like,
Yep. Nia.
yeah, Nia too. Yeah.
Not threw a table like 5 times in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, well, they've built this feud well. It's surprisingly one of the best to me right now.
Yeah. All right. So now we got the gauntlet match with the winner earning the final entry in the WWE Championship Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah.
And it started with Kofi Kingston versus AJ Styles. It ended with AJ Styles going on to face Drew McIntyre.
Yep.
That ended.
Which went on.
Go ahead. Yeah.
No, I was just with the delay, everybody. Just so you guys know, the timing with the delay is off. So like when I waited a little bit for adjust my timing so that like when I said it was going through, but
yeah, we're working on this still. We're working on it. Restream, I hope you're paying attention because you know what I mean. That's one of those things we got to work on.
Fix your input leg, fuckers.
For real though. Oh man, so
this ain't then via satellite.
Yeah, satellite would have been worse, bro.
That's what I mean. I said this isn't CNN. I want my shit snappy.
You know what I mean? Just bam, bam. Let's go. So,
Block should hear my sentence before I finish.
And then goes, Block should hear my sentence before I finish it. We want that telekinetic link, that telepathic link on the line. You know what I mean? That's what's up.
My boy.
And it's chopping off part of your sentence too. Not feeling that.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. So the next one we got Drew McIntyre defeating Jeff Hardy, and then Drew McIntyre defeated Randy Orton by countout, which led to. Go ahead.
Oh, it's just because Randy got thrown up, and as he was about to slide back in the ring, the started, and then all of a sudden Alexa's face started showing it had been previously, and just like doing this demonic laugh. All of a sudden you see behind Randy while Randy's like looking around he's looking around, and you just see the ref behind him going 9, and Randy's like 10, and the second he hears that he's been eliminated, he's like, oh shit.
Oh man, see, I missed this one.
It was awesome. I don't think Randy's winning the Elimination Chamber match. Entrenched in this Alexa Bliss, the Fiend feud.
Can you imagine the Fiend pulling a Taker or a Kane and just
showing up in the
chamber?
Give me it. I want
it now. Now I want it. It has to happen. I want it. I'll wait till WrestleMania.
I want the Fiend back any way it takes.
I'll wait till WrestleMania, but he has to have a match at WrestleMania.
Has to. I need, like, he's been, and they've had this fucking habit ever since they, for whatever reason, of having him take 5-6 months off after every fucking match he has. It's like, he's fucking the most interesting thing now. Why are you not using him?
But he's got a wicked shelf life, though, because when they put him on the shelf and he comes back, he's still as potent.
No, I mean he is endlessly, and when you look at him, you're just like you're captivated immediately. The music is incredible. His entrance is incredible with the decapitated head lantern. Like he's amazing. I like that they don't use him too much, saturate with him, and have him, lose the mystique that he has. Like, you gotta use him a little bit more, like times a year at least.
You know what? Like, even if you say it for things like Hell in a Cell, Halloween, like Halloween, around the Halloween things, you know what I mean? Kind of tease him a little bit in the summertime and then bring him to the Halloween show and then make him do something that runs through the, like, Hell in a Cell, like, not Hell in a Cell, sorry, not Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, he does.
TLC. From Hell in a Cell to TLC, that should feature fucking the
film. He should be your period of time. 100%.
Side note, Vince, Shane, Stephanie, Triple H, Sean, where's the 3 stages of hell match? What are you loafing on for that? You know what I mean? What happened with that
I
match?
want Ready to Rumble in real life. I'm gonna assume Oscar-winning film Ready to Rumble.
I'm telling you, that's the only way.
With award winner. Yeah, Academy Award winner David.
David Arquette.
The greatest thespian of our time, David Arquette.
Oh man, he actually wrestled for a bit, right?
He's been doing the indies for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, that's
killing
crazy.
It. I love it. Because like he's not the best wrestler, obviously, but the guy who's loved wrestling since he was a little kid. Married one of the girls from Friends. Got divorced from one of the girls from. Got unfamous, and then was like, I'm gonna fucking wrestle. Do it for real.
Made it happen.
Right. I have forever respect for David Arquette.
All right. So, Edge coming face to face with Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tumultuous time. Yeah. Tumultuous.
I think that for Mania.
Yeah. It should be spear versus spear.
Well, because they wanted to do spear, but the problem is Goldberg can't wrestle. So why not do someone who can?
Okay, true.
Like, Edge had a career-ending injury, came back, and is still 8 fucking Goldberg was in 97.
Oh, man. Well, he has absolutely... Tell him how you really feel, Tilly. Welcome to Tell him how you really feel. As we talk about as we're on Tough Talks with Tilly and the Black. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 63. We going in right now. You know what I mean? We got a new setup. We got some things happening on Restream. I think we're on like 14 channels right now. It's crazy. So yeah, tune in, share the link. You know what I mean? If you're into the WWE and sports combat, we got something here for you. I was gonna say, you want to run down the next one or two? I gotta kind of excuse myself for a moment to handle something real quick. So, all right, you handle that. I'll just pop myself out, and you take the lead, as if you haven't already.
Okie dokie. So, yeah, just me. Full screen now. Interesting. Okay, so with Roman Reigns, they basically set up exactly what they need. Edge, Roman thinks he's the hot shit, thinks he knows everything to have one put over on him. Edge clearly, who has no chill and has been very intently watching, and can read every situation. He talked to her. because he saw him lose his cool a couple weeks earlier. Talked about that he knows that Roman being honest when he says that Edge versus him is the only main truth. Whoever Edge picks is the main event. They had from Sami Zayn and his documentary crew who came out to talk against him, and that he has Edge, but that was quickly shown to not be true when Jay booted Sami right in the face. It was setting up for Roman will be facing whoever on today in like 2 hours. Edge, I believe Edge is going to call out after whoever he faces there. Exception to that, but I see is if Daniel Bryan wins the Elimination Chamber match, who Edge versus Daniel at WrestleMania, which would be. But I think Roman is the company man that they're going to choose. What do we have next? Next we had Apollo Crews Nakamura. Hey, there he is. Oh, cannot hear him yet, but I do see there's him wipe something. Gave me the one that says wait a minute, telling me to vamp basically. Vamp, 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 and okay, we'll keep going. Shinsuke versus Apollo Crews contender for Big E's Intercontinental. And the winner, Shinsuke, scored a roll-up win where it looked like he was going for a got the 1, 2, 3, and that sent Apollo fucking frenzy. He went after Nakamura. He then attacked Big E with the steps. E out of the ring, and then threw the steps down on top of him, brought out by a stretcher. And Gucci, no, okay. So next we Seth Rollins coming out and saying that tragedy. And what also happened to Bios is jacked, looking real swole. Seth Rollins talked about also another tragedy was him getting turned on the week before when he was trying to announce his vision for SmackDown to become a more just to become a better place, I guess. They get there, hopefully, is Cesaro versus in a feud for as long as they can make that feud go, because those two will put on like 5-star matches every single time. Two of the most technically skilled wrestlers, 20 years. Next, we had Natalia Tamina Snuka defeating 2T's squad. Billy Kay has been squad for about 2 months now, and has been angry, although she has been amazing to do so. She Natalia Tamina, and actually did, because they did get the win. She got her ass whooped by Tamina.
So it seems like nobody wants Billy Kay around. So Billy, let's see here. How we doing there? Anything? Can't hear you.
There we go. Fuck.
Moving a little. Hey, there he is.
This thing is jacked up. Like, I got a little bit of water on the trackpad, and it's having a seizure right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So
That's weird. Water and electronics
comments.
usually work.
Yeah. It's usually not good to get liquid on electronics. That was my bad.
Wait. Thought they were built for each other.
No, definitely not. I'm learning that right now. Oh, man. So, yeah, where were we at? You were talking about Billy Kay getting super kicked by Tamina?
Yeah, I just finished that one. Just about to jump into Bianca and Sasha. Who knew that sommelier for takes a hell of a bump?
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, that's something, man. He's definitely...
He's good.
He's good, bro. And, like, I just don't like the way he sounds.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a fairly flamboyant Frenchman in his.
Oh, they're passing that off as French. Oh, okay. It was some kind of funny.
Anyway, there was two things there. I said two, but it's crazy. I think it's hilarious that for some reason his whole shtick is like he's the only one in the ring with like women. That's strange.
Yeah.
Constantly just in match.
Yeah, it kind of makes you wonder what they're going for here. But I don't know.
You know, supposed to be not really a wrestler. He's just he's an athlete.
If I can get familiar.
Sorry, that's just some shit happening over here. Hello?
Shut up, Robo bitch. We're trying.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, chill out. Be working.
Relax, man.
Oh, man. Okay, this is going to be an interesting little bit. I'm just going to give it time to dry. There we go. All right, so Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks, and Reginald defeat Bayley, Nia Jax, and Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, it was a good match. It was fun. Like I said, can sure as hell take one hell of a bump. Heat match. And I thought one of the best bumps was talk about him. The way that they won the match, went for a flying crossbody on Nia Jax. But he did a turn while in the air when he jumped for it. And then as he was caught, once again, because they don't give a fuck, Bianca Belair and Sasha missile drop to push him over on top of Nia. And I was like, that's fucking good work. I was like, that is awesome. It just shows every layer of the feud all at once with one move, and that's the kind I want to see more of.
Yeah. They definitely made it funny. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, is that and then we have Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio, defeating Otis and Chad Gable by disqualification.
Yeah, this disqualification thing, it's correct this time. It is tech qualified. But it was weird, remember, the last time. There's a weird ring in it. Sorry. I can't remember the last time anybody was disqualified for being in the ring for more than 5 seconds when they're not actually hitting the person, like the other person. But the ref still counted 5 in match, which I know that's a rule. Be fast and loose with that rule when you only call it about once in every
decade.
Yeah, exactly.
It's wondrous.
Can you I gotta pull a U.
Okay.
Sorry.
I can go. That's all right.
One sec.
Just trying to get this screen up. Okay. Let me know when you're ready. All right. So, yeah, Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, and Cesaro defeated Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and King Corbin. Now, because I was in the studio, I'm going to have to read this off the paper. But before fighting the right to challenge the Universal Champion Roman Reigns, on the same night, the combatants of the Elimination Chamber competed in a 6-man tag match with the Royal Rumble. With the Royal Rumble winner Edge getting a closer look at the match on SmackDown commentary midway through the match. Midway through the match, special counsel Paul Heyman also joined commentary. So, you know what I mean? The situation got a little tense. Basically, as the fallout occurs, WWE math will show that it ended with everybody dropping their finisher, but then the final surprise was with Edge getting into the ring and catching a spear himself after dishing a spear out from the head of the table. So, yeah. Just trying to get him the rundown on that situation. But
100%.
So it's just it was just a melee at the end of SmackDown with everybody just doing their thing.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah. So
like it was good to see Sami Zayn hit. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. Seeing Sami Zayn hit Kevin Owens with an exploder suplex for the first time in a couple years.
Yeah, that was something. I like the whole sequence, though.
Yeah, the whole thing was awesome, man. I really liked it. We got the spear on Cesaro, and then the spear on Jey, and then the spear on Edge.
Yeah.
So definitely teasing that. I think a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be those two, the head of the table and Edge, the rated R
superstar.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
Even after all of this, he still gets to pick who he wants to face. So.
Yeah. We get that announcement either on Raw or SmackDown. Drew, then he's gonna say it on Raw. If he Reigns, he'll say it on SmackDown.
Yep. Oh boy. Yep. Just trying to get this thing to function now. Oh damn it. There we go.
Mouse pad still or trackpad?
Cancel. I'm trying to clear some screens. So yeah, we got to do the predictions.
Yeah.
Do the predictions.
Because reigning.
Defending. TT.
Whoa, Dak.
Yeah, it's Tilly. He's holding it down. Much as you see the title here, I'm pulling the Shawn Michaels. I know it's not mine,
Yeah.
but I'm going to make him fight for it again anyways.
Shane McMahon ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Here comes the blocky.
Here we go.
Here
Okay.
comes the blocky. Blocky.
Is it? Oh man, this is fucking pissing me off right now. I still can't get onto. I'm struggling right now. The mouse is having a wicked seizure. It's like it's trying to do things that it's just jumping around. So I gotta kind of
Jump around.
So yeah, I'm just trying to get the screen up so I can fucking see what's going on here. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm back. All right. Now we're just gonna go like this a little bit.
I am better than ever.
Okay, so yeah, Sarah LeBreton's comment's gonna stay up there for a bit because I can't move it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's just what it is. There you go. Wait, I think I can get it open more. Nope, I should have just left it the way it was. I'm going back to the page. Fuck that shit. All right, so so
I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm actually dead.
If you do struggle right now, oh my gosh. Like if the stream cancels out, all of a sudden it's because this mouse is jumping all over the place. So, oh wow, it just maximized this shit. Okay, so we're here now, and we got the Raw Elimination Chamber match for the WWE title with the champion defending in the chamber being Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, we've got Drew versus AJ versus Jeff Hardy, Sheamus versus Kofi.
Yep.
I mean, I feel like this is Drew who's gonna win this. Yeah. I mean, I don't other than Drew. Maybe on a long shot, but my gut instinct is that Drew will win this.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I have to agree with you on this one. Unfortunately, I see this as Sheamus and Drew at WrestleMania because he didn't get his title now. But who's your
Ireland versus Scotland?
Yep.
Let's say Jeff Hardy.
First elimination.
Yeah, just because they're not really doing anything with Jeff right now.
Okay.
Who do you got?
Like, I'm gonna say AJ.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fair. Almost can't help him.
Yeah. That'll be the tiebreaker if we both guess.
Yep.
Okay. Oh man, this is.
That's a good idea. Whenever we both have the same, we should add a secondary pick on that one for a tiebreaker. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like it.
It works because then it'll break the tie. Because there's 1 month we had a tie.
Yeah.
So, All right, so now we have the SmackDown Elimination Chamber match for the number one contender, which is Sami Zayn, King Corbin, Jey Uso, Daniel Bryan, who else? Daniel Bryan,
Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, King Corbin, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, and Daniel.
Cesaro, yeah. Yep.
All right, I'm just seeing this. I'm just noticing this now, which just my reading comprehension isn't great because I read this before we started. So the winner of the Smack goes on to face Roman that night. I thought this was another night. That's fucking insane.
Yep. It's gonna be
God
hell.
damn.
It's gonna be hell for whoever's in that match.
Yeah, someone's got to.
Yep.
I have Daniel Bryan winning that.
Okay.
Strictly because of the setup they did with him and Edge.
I want to say Kevin Owens. So you got Daniel Bryan?
Yeah, he was my second pick. We're on the same, almost.
Owens. Okay, who's the first elimination?
King Corbin.
Okay. I'm saying Zayn.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope Sami Zayn, brings his documentary crew into his pod with him. It'd be hilarious if all three of them are down filming an upward shot of Sami Zayn to make him look big. Like, that'd be hilarious.
That would be jokes beyond jokes. That would be jokes beyond jokes. There we go. Back.
Yep.
Back on the page. Oh, God, from the page. Oh, man. There we go. Back on the page. Fuckery this, man. This is some fuckery. There we go. Take that out. Nope. It's still doing it. All right. So, according to you, it's Roman versus Daniel Bryan. Who wins?
Roman.
Yeah, I have to agree. It's too soon, too close to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It's too close to WrestleMania, so.
Yeah,
now
this one in WrestleMania.
This one can't really happen, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I think they're just gonna find someone to replace her. But we got Asuka versus Lacey Evans for the Raw Women's title.
Yeah, I mean, so my thought is that we're either just gonna get some backstage shit, further the story of what's going on there. There's like a passing mention of it on Competition. I don't think they're even gonna replace. They're just not gonna do it. Give everybody else a little bit.
Okay.
So you think they're gonna have a replacement?
So you say no match?
Yeah, I think no match takes its place.
I call replacement.
Who do you think's gonna? Not for points or anything.
Who's been gone for a minute? Someone who's been gone for a minute.
Like Tammy Sitch, Sunny.
No, not that long.
She makes her triumphant return from prison and OnlyFans.
Oh man. Oh man. I was thinking more along the lines of even like, oh man, who would do it? Who would be it? I don't even know right now to tell you the truth, but I just
She
feel like
gets
it's
another DUI on the way to the arena.
oh shit. Come on. Oh man, I'd have to think on that one. I don't even know, but I'm just saying an open
Okay.
replacement for now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Oh, fuck, come
I think Lil Bow Wow, Lacey Evans' place.
no. What about no, that's no. Thinking, I don't know. I'll try to have a name for you by the end of the show.
The Cash Me Outside girl. How about that?
Oh man, that's great. Her, yeah, right. No. Who it is? Who would be? I don't even know off the top. So we'll move on to the next one for now. Lashley versus Riddle versus Lee for the U.S. title.
Yeah. I didn't realize that this is a triple threat versus Bobby. From when Keith beat Riddle for it to be, is what it is. I mean, I think this is a great triple, some really cool shit. This one's hard, man. You pick this one first. I gotta think on this for a second.
I went with the one I want to win because he's just like they need to show him in his true dominance so they can bask in his glory. Keith Lee.
Yep, Keith. So I'm gonna.
Hold on, sorry. There's been a card change.
What?
Oh, there's a card change. Oh.
Lil Bow Wow.
Hold on a second. No, Lil Bow Wow is not coming in. Oh, so there's gonna be a surprise wrestler. So I don't know.
Okay. In the Oscar match.
Yeah.
Shit. Now I gotta think of somebody. I'm gonna pick Riddle. I was gonna pick I was gonna pick Bobby Lashley, but I think CTE thing, like this weird fun. I think maybe they're gonna lead that into something tonight and have him.
Okay.
And then let's do Keith Lee versus Matt Riddle for the next couple months.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we got
have Bobby Lashley beat out.
Just beat up on him because he lost?
Break up all the factions. Anymore, nothing is real.
Okay. All right, so then we got Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax versus Banks and Belair.
I didn't.
Wait, you didn't pick
again.
You what?
No, sorry. What were you gonna say there?
I think I picked Lashley. And you picked Riddle. So.
Okay, Lashley now instead of Keith.
Yeah, because Keith isn't competing. He's injured.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, bro. Just got the update.
What?
Oh man.
Oh, let me see. And God damn it! Yeah, I'm seeing that now too.
Keith Lee is
Okay.
yeah. Stayed with the hands of fight Bobby.
Thanks a lot, Dave.
Oh wow! So there's gonna be a kickoff show between King Ricochet, Elias, and Ian Morrison and Ali. To decide who joins Lashley and the King of Bros in the U.S. title match. So now we got a fucking another match. So it's
Oh God damn it! That changes everything.
Ricochet versus Elias versus who else? Ali versus who?
God damn it!
Morrison.
So we got John Morrison versus Ali versus. God damn it! Fuck. Ooh. Okay, so I mean, I don't even gotta pick two different things for that one.
Yeah, because
we gotta pick and then who's gonna win the fucking triple threat with whoever won that fucking match that we might not.
What a variable. So we were talking about doing WWE, man, and you're just like, by the way, and don't you love how they did it while we were on the air?
Yeah, this is like when they put a goddamn like an exponential thing, a square bracket math problem.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm still picking. Which somebody's getting added at last minute, that person's probably gonna win.
I know who I'm picking.
I think Ricochet wins the 4-way.
Okay, well we agree on that.
I think Ricochet wins the 4-way, and then Riddle wins the title.
I think Lashley's retains. But we skipped Baszler and Banks. We can skip Baszler, Banks, Belair, and Baszler, and Jax, Belair, and Banks.
Yeah, that's the one we were about to. Damn, news broke that Keith Lee is out. So this is a comprehension is shit. Because I didn't realize the match. I think Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, because they've already set up their feud in NXT with Kai and Raquel Gonzalez.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna win via Sasha and B.
Jackson Baszler, Banks and Belair. Yeah, there looks like a bit of an implosion between Banks and Belair.
Belair's been his toes during promos and stuff to be like, excuse you. She says stuff. So yeah, I think could win that. Because let me say this: if Sasha, I love them. If Sasha and Bianca win these women's tag team championships, yet another sign that they don't give a fuck about those in the writing room, because it's, again, not going to remain a team becoming the champions, which has happened 3 women's tag team champions.
Yeah. So that's it's quite the shenanigans.
Yeah, like they did the same thing with Asuka and Charlotte. And they did the same thing with title run of Bayley and Sasha. It's like, let's put the tag team titles on people, and then we'll do something crazy despite still being champions. It's never been done before.
Yeah, so they say.
Meanwhile, it's like been done here, been done here, been done here. Like,
Yeah, too many times. Too many times. So let's see what new shit they can come up with.
mhm.
Come on. I'm just gonna have to harsh. Oh, damn, that was loud. I gotta turn that down so that doesn't happen again.
Wow!
It's right in the eardrum hole. Like, what the fuck? Okay, so yeah. What else do we got? Eardrum hole, yeah. What else we got going on
Ow!
here?
Yeah, so I mean, the other thing, first of all, let's just mention that I sent you earlier today.
That knockout? Oh my God!
Yeah.
Dreams and nightmares that bro got KO'd right before the bell too.
He was out instantly. The second that fist touched his face, he was amazing hook. Big shout out for that because that was, Oscar Valdez winning now a two-time world champion. There was only 2 rounds left too. So yeah, unbelievable. And it wasn't the only night because last night I through of bourbon I watched UFC 18 from the Apex, and let me just say, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fights on the 5 out of 6 of them were in the first 2 rounds.
Wow.
Hard. 1, 2 finishes in the first 2 rounds out of 5. Including, once again, an insane second-round knockout. The Black Beast versus Curtis Razorblade heavyweight main event, scheduled for 5 rounds. Curtis is a great striker. Or not a great striker, but his form isn't the greatest, but he's got this sleep. And Curtis found that out the hard way. He went on about a minute and a half into the second round, uppercut that just stopped him dead in his tracks. Like the way that knocked out Homeboy, where you saw him like just stop and then fall to Curtis. Curtis got hit with this stiff right hook. It just stayed exactly where it was when it got hit. And he was just standing there, and then moved back a bit. Curtis just fell flat on his face because he was out. Brutal knockout. Definitely puts Derek in a conversation for a rematch with Ngannou at some point. But right now, Francis Ngannou, the winner of that fight, will go up against John Jones, and John Jones heads for the title. So, lots of stuff going on. Also, said by Dana White, the trilogy, Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor, will be the summer of this year. Conor is obsessed with getting this rematch back, so we're going to get that. Still no word on if Khabib Nurmagomedov stripped of the. He has announced that he is retired. He has not said that he's coming back. And for the first time ever, Dana is going against his own buddy who wants to retire to stay, and keeps saying, well, I'm just going to keep out a strip of him. So we'll see where that goes. The lightweight division right now is kind of a bit of a clusterfuck.
Okay. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, man.
And then, yeah, I guess the only we have found out that at AEW Revolution, the main event will be John Omega for the AEW World Heavyweight title, exploding barbed wire match, which is just the most Japanese match I've ever heard of.
Yeah, they get extreme over there.
They get
extreme on the East Coast.
It stepped down from the old Japanese death matches, like the explosions in the middle of the ring, the little fucking shit, like mental, completely mental.
Yep. Bonkers. All right. So, yeah, we got a lot happening, things popping off. I mean, I go through the list of podcasts that I do through the week, but I can't change the logo. But, you know what I mean? We got Tough Talks with Tilly and the blog. You can guarantee you'll catch us the Sunday before the pay-per-view because, you know, one of us has to defend this Tough Talks title right here, masterfully crafted by yours truly.
Right here.
Right here. It's, you know what I mean? It's got his plates on it. I honor the victory. It's got his plates on it. You know what I mean? His plates are on here, so we got the honor amongst the amongst the ranks. So yeah, man. All right, so
absolutely. Hell yeah,
man, it's dope. Catch me on.
And yeah, we should.
I was gonna say, I was on the Ass Pocket podcast this week. The show aired today live. The show aired today at 1 p.m. So check that out. Ass Pocket Podcast.
Nice.
Yeah. And then what else you got?
No, I was gonna say you're starting to kind of regular up a little bit more. So hopefully we can get back to broadcast. I mean, everything's been picking up more. NXT is like just gotta get more on it again for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely catching my attention. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll close this down, and I'll probably start it this way next time. But whenever you're out there, make sure you're prepared to shock the system. Come in. All right, but yeah, I gotta just shut this down. Give me a second to find the stream.
I can't believe WB.
Huh? Oh yeah.